Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, guys? Sly here, and thanks for catching another Sly Nation Xur video. You know, we give Xur a lot of crap, right? But every once in a while, he delivers some pretty awesome stuff. So if you saw my double thumbs up on the thumbnail, then you know something good's about to happen. I haven't put a double thumbs up in, like, a very long time. But today, guys, today is a good one. So let's get to it, y'all. It's Friday, October 7th, and this is your Rise of Iron Weekly Xursday Guide. So, as you land, you can always look towards your trusty planter to see if Xur is here or not, and of course you see the purple is in full bloom, and his gang tag is spot on. So that means, guys, he's definitely here at the tower. But where, you ask? Again, Tower North. Soon as you land, head left and start running towards the speaker. You'll see Xur at the far left corner overlooking the city, the place I've lovingly dubbed the Suicide Spot. Alright, guys, ready to check this awesomeness out? Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, and boom! Look at all of that deliciousness. Not just one new Rise of Iron exotic, but two. Y'all, I can't even remember the last time Xur sold two brand new exotics at the same time. I mean, besides the first few weeks of Destiny, I can't remember a time where he just poured out the generosity. You see, guys, he does care. Well, at least this week. Alright, guys, well, let's take a look. Then I'll dive into the perks and details after that. So first up, we have a lame Legacy Engram. It's an exotic primary, so unless you're new to Destiny, I would absolutely avoid it. Alright, first up, for the Titans, some sexy new gauntlets called the Thagomizers. I've been looking forward to these bad boys for an entire year, so glad to see these up here today. Next, for the Hunter, another pair of new exotic gauntlets, we have Shinobu's Vow. A nice 60s looking kind of spacesuit theme going on here. Cool perk as well, but let's get to the other exotics, which unfortunately we've all seen before. Next, the Warlock helmet, Light Beyond Nemesis, basically the Warlock's Alpha Loopy. And following that, we have an exotic heavy this week, and that is the infamous Thunderlord. As for ornaments, we have two pretty cool looking ones this week. Shock Hazard for the Zalo Supercell, a nice black and silver toned skin, and notice that the barrel has significantly more electricity effects all around it. Next, we're checking out the Queen's Command for the Telesto. Now, if you're a Queen fan, you know, the woman, not the band, or you just love some purple, then this ornament is definitely for you guys. It's a nice shade of purple with the Queen insignia built right into the center of the weapon. Pretty awesome. Okay, so moving on to curios, we have the two Sparrow upgrades, the purple Void Drive and then the red Stealth Drive. After that, we have the usual 3 packs of Heavy Synth, the 5-pack, 3 of coins, the 3-pack of underused and awesomely awesome glass needles, and then Traveler Turds down here at the bottom. Okay, well, let's take a look at some of these brand new exotics, and we're going to start off with the Titan Gauntlets, the Thagomizers. Exotic perk is called 1-2 Punch. Unlock Striker's subclass node Amplify for free. Gain an additional melee charge. Very low all intellect at 65, but of course you could bump that up or choose some strength as well. Secondary perks are Rain Blows, increased melee attack speed, and momentum transfer. Bonus melee energy on grenade hits. Finally, like most gauntlets, we have enhanced reload capabilities, and here you can choose between auto rifle loader, increased auto rifle reload speed, or sniper rifle loader, and that is of course increased reload speed for sniper rifles. The Thagomizers unlock Amplify, and Amplify is the bottommost node on the melee column, and it gives you enhanced Fist of Havoc charging when you kill enemies with your melee. So you get that for free, allowing you to choose an extra perk like Discharge or a chance for an immediate melee cooldown. On top of that, you have 2 melee charges, so these are definitely built for close quarter combat maps. You know, this would actually pair very nicely with a Quantaplasm. That's the Raid Shotgun. Shotgun kills increase your speed as well as give you extra armor. So with extra armor on top of all of that armor a striker has anyway, you could really use those melee charges quite effectively. It makes your shoulders look absolutely huge, and the spikes themselves act differently to a bunch of different shaders. My favorite so far is the King's Fall shader. It gives you like all these green glowing spikes, except the actual shoulders themselves stay black. It looks pretty sweet. Now, unfortunately, they are pretty narrow in terms of usefulness, but they definitely make a statement. I believe it's a great placeholder exotic if you ask me. However, it will be hard to give up those raid arms that drop heavy ammo like it's candy, especially with the hard mode coming out here on the 18th. I can't wait. Alright, next we're taking a look at another new exotic, and this time we're looking at the Hunter. We have Shinobu's Vow. Exotic perk is called New Tricks. Improve skip grenade and you gain an additional skip grenade. Again, low single stats at 71 discipline, but you can improve on top of that or add a little more strength. Secondary perks are fastball, increased grenade throw distance, or impact induction, bonus grenade energy on melee hits, and finally, like the Thagomizers, gauntlets enhance your reload speed, and here we have auto rifle loader, increased AR reload speed, or machine gun loader, increased reload speed with LMGs, which is always nice to have. Guardians have been asking for better skip grenades since like forever ago, and even though Blade Dancers aren't really in the best of places right now, this is a nice way to improve on something the community has been asking for a very long time. Skip grenades, they're not that powerful. They did see a small buff, and they used to be absolutely terrible, but their tracking has always had problems as well as their range. Now, depending on how enhanced these gauntlets make skip grenades, it could be a great set of arms, or it could be utter trash. I can't wait to try them out and see how they've improved. If only Blade Dancer wasn't so squishy these days, it would be so much better. Hopefully, it'll be fixed sometime soon. There was a day when Blade Dancers were the most feared opponent in the Crucible, but sadly, that is no longer the case. Now, hopefully these gauntlets will help it out a little bit, but with 2 grenades, you could use these just like the Warlock's Firebolt. Get their shields down and then move in for the kill, or you can use them to show exactly where your target is. 1 might not do shit, but 2 can prove to be deadly. Alright, so out with the new, in with the old, and next up we have the Warlock helmet, the Light Beyond Nemesis. Exotic perk is called Keeper of the Pack, revive fallen teammates and be revived faster. Supers gen an extra orb. 79 all intellect, you can bump that up a little bit or do some strength, your call. Secondary perks are hands-on, bonus super energy from melee kills or heavy lifting. Bonus super energy from heavy weapon kills, and finally one of the best helmet perks, Better Already. Shields recover immediately after picking up an orb. Now everyone knows the Nemesis helmet, it's the Warlock's Alpha Loopy. Now if you're new to the game and you love competitive 3-on-3, this is a great tool to have when you're waiting for revive. It's not as good as it once was, but it's still way better than nothing, and it will make a huge difference in your revive time. Next up, we have an oldie but goodie, the Thunderlord. It's an exotic mainly because of this perk called Lightning Rounds. This weapon fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held. As for barrel upgrades, we have Accurized Ballistics, Field Choke, and then Linear Compensator. Secondary perk is Feeding Frenzy. Kills with this weapon increase reload speed for a short time. As for the middle row, we have Perfect Balance, Field Scout, and then Flared Magwell. Now this weapon has seen a lot of changes throughout the years. It's still a very strong LMG to this day, but is it the Gallarhorn? No. Is it Razelighter? Dark Drinker? Negative. Now even though it's a good weapon, it just gets overshadowed by the other more powerful heavies out there. Now back in the day when it could be changed to carry over 60 bullets, this thing would increase the firing speed 3 times. The last 15 bullets flew out of this thing in the blink of an eye. Now sadly, since the decrease with Field Scout, this no longer happens, but no other LMG could match it in terms of DPS. And this weapon helped a lot of people take down Atheon for their first time. Now the next time you have Arcburn on, take this baby out for a spin. You will not be disappointed. If you're struggling on coins, don't bother guys. It works, it's cool, but in the end it is another LMG. There are legendaries out there that do just as well. Maybe not as much DPS as the Thunderlord, but taking a little less and saving your exotic slot is a pretty good trade-off if you ask me. If you don't have it and you have tons of coins, definitely buy it. It's a powerful and fun weapon. Alright guys, well that's it nation, another Xursday in the books, and a good one at that. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen 2 new exotics debut at once, so expect tons of disappointment next week in order to compensate for the awesomeness this weekend. Anyway guys, one quick thing before I go, if you live in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, or my state of North Carolina, be safe and stay safe during this hurricane. I don't think I've ever seen a storm straddle the coastline like this before, and it looks devastating. Hurricane Matthew has already killed over 200 people in the Caribbean. Let's not add any more to it. My thoughts are with those in the Caribbean who are now recovering and those about to be in harm's way. Stay safe, guys. As always, if you want to stay up to date on everything Destiny, Rise of Iron, The Division, and a bunch of other games, follow me on Twitter @SlyNation or subscribe to me here on YouTube. I cannot wait to start reviewing all these new October games coming out here really soon, as well as the ones coming out in the future. Stay safe, Guardians, and until next time, this is your boy Sly. Later!